Good morning, everybody. We are here with Crystal at the Boro Girl Boutique, and we're going to talk a little bit about this super cool boutique and a lot of the unique things that we have here and a lot of the unique talents that Miss Crystal has. I've got some notes in my lap because I can't ever remember from one sentence to the next, so I have to always look and figure out where we are. So, how I usually like to start is I just like to ask people, what is it that they enjoy the most about having a business in this community?
Okay, well, it's a small, close knit community, which I love. It's my hometown, basically, which makes it that much better. I love that everybody pretty much knows everybody, and it just means that I get to see all of my favorite people all the time.
That's a great answer.
Thank you.
And on top of that, because we have so many out of town guests and we have so many people that have investment properties and second homes,
Yes.
you get to also get that sort of second wave and third wave of those people that come
Absolutely.
yearly and annually. And one of the things that's interesting is I've talked to other business owners, they have clients and guests that return year after year. And so sometimes it's three generations of coming to the area and coming to Swansboro and Cedar Point and Emerald Isle and enjoying the beaches and all that we have to offer here. And you come and they're a couple, and then you come and they're a family, and then you come and there's a grandbaby, and
Yep.
that's kind of a very unique thing that I think we have here.
It's pretty exciting. I will be open 2 years in December. I had a brief little stint where I was shut down for the storm, but I have already in my 2 years noticed that I have those repeat visitors, and on my social media, they all interact with me, so I get to see when they've had a baby or when someone has retired, or which is pretty exciting. Even though they're not here all the time, I still get to see how they're doing and what's going on, and then
You're
we get
connected.
to exactly, and then we get to talk about it when they come in on their visits. We get to talk about, oh well, this went on and I did this, and oh, we've bought a new house, so it's pretty exciting.
That is cool.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Now you mentioned, that there have been some changes in the last few years, and obviously our area was devastated by Hurricane Florence. A lot of loss, a lot of damage. You're in a new location
Yes.
now,
Yes.
so tell us a little bit about where we are and
Okay.
how you kind of arrived here.
Well, I started out in December of 2017, and I started down the street, and it was the cutest little farmhouse with the tin roof. And I tried to empty as much inventory out as I could before the hurricane. And then when the hurricane was done, the building, there was just no way I could go back into it right away. Well, my business is our household income. And so for 3 months, we were shut down with no business going on. And in that 3 months, I was trying to figure out where I was going to go, how I was going to save my business. I had been in business for a while, but I had not been a brick and mortar, but for only 9 months. So in 9 months of getting going, I had to figure out how to save my business. At the same time, I had 3/4 of my house gutted. So it was try and work on the house and try to save the business. And I actually reached out to a town official and asked about this particular property. And it had sat vacant for almost 11 years. I told her that I knew she could not give me the contact information by law. She couldn't because of privacy issues. But I asked her if she would reach out to the people that owned this property. And about a week and a half after that, I got in touch with them. And with all the roads still messed up and them having to deal with flooding and everything else, they figured out a way to get here from Kinston.
Wow.
Because they live in Kinston. And I got a text early one morning that said, if you can meet me at the property, I am at Lowe's right now having a key cut. And
Oh, that's cool.
I met the owner of the property here, And he said if it didn't work for me, to just leave the key locked in the building and let him know. And I explained to him that at that point it had to work for me. And he left because he couldn't stay. And my husband and I came in and we walked through this whole little house. And everywhere I looked, I knew I had potential. So I just dug in, and I had artists that came in and helped. I had friends that came in and helped. I had family members that helped me. Customers, even. Customers knew what I was going through. And it was amazing, the outpouring of people that came to help save my business.
Well,
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for
and
them.
I'm glad they did. And I'm going to take some pictures, and we're gonna lay into the video so people can really see. There is not. It is so charming in here.
Thank you.
And it is so warm, and it is so inviting. But there is not a piece of wasted space in here. There is so much cool stuff. So if you haven't been here or to this new location, you gotta put it on your agenda. It's absolutely worth it. So tell me maybe something that you think is unique or special, maybe some things that you do that maybe the public doesn't know you do. I mean, obviously you have a boutique,
Okay.
but in addition to having a retail space,
Okay.
for lack of saying that, what are the type of things that people will find here? What are the type of things that you can help people with if they're
Okay.
looking?
Well, I have a little over 20 years experience decorating homes, doing upholstery, doing draperies. I pretty much can do everything there is to decorating a home. So I had been doing that, and that's what prompted me to want to open a store. I looked for a long time for somewhere that I could maybe put what I did, and I just couldn't find the perfect place.
Mm-hmm.
So when I opened up, I decided to have a consignment program for local artists, and I started reaching out on social media to find out who did what. So what I have filled this building with is local art, custom furniture. I have a candle company. I have just basically anything that could be a good gift. I have boutique clothings. It's just crazy. I currently have 65 locals that they come in with their art.
Mm-hmm.
They produce it however they want to, whenever they want to. I don't stipulate what they need to bring or how they need to do it. So every day I put out new inventory. I put out some of my own as well as everybody else's. And then, of course, in the slower months, I take on custom work. So I do custom furniture for people. I will go in and help consult. So if they want to change the look or change their color scheme or completely redecorate, then in the smaller months, they just call me, we make an appointment, and I come out and I help them.
Okay.
So it's more than just a store. I still do my custom stuff. It's just harder now because I'm here a lot. But in the slower months, it's a little easier because I do have some help. And so on the slower time frames, they usually will fill in at the store so that I can take appointments.
Okay, excellent. So I'm going to ask you, I'm going to go to this first, and then I'll come back with another. So if someone was trying to reach you,
Yes.
they're watching the video,
Yes.
We're hoping that they're going to come to Park Bench. We're hoping that they're going to sign up for the weekly newsletter. The local businesses here that participate will post events. We've got all the directories. How do you prefer? So if I wanted to reach out to you and say, wow, I saw that cupboard that you had on Facebook that honestly I was just eyeballing out on the patio.
And I'm gonna load it up for you.
Because I want to use it for a little different purpose, but I do like it. What is the best way for someone to reach out to you?
The best way usually is by phone. They can usually text, so that way if I'm busy with customers, then I can get back to the text once I have every moment.
Phone number? What is the best number?
910-650-0056.
Okay.
They can also reach me by email, and email is borogirlboutique@gmail.com.
Okay. You also have the Facebook page, which is
they can message me there.
Okay.
I usually make sure that I respond pretty quickly to everything that comes to the Facebook page. I also have an Instagram as well, so if they want to reach out to me that way after viewing my pages and stuff, they are more than welcome to reach out to me there.
Okay, super.
Mm-hmm.
So there's so much stuff in here. There's so many more. There's so many more questions that I want to ask. So we might have to do a follow up. But
okay.
And like I said, I'm going to go through and I'm going to really show some of the very unique things that you have in here. Someone watching this video, if there's one takeaway that you would like them to have, if there's one feeling, one idea, one concept about the Boro Girl Boutique that maybe they didn't have before they saw the video, what would you like that to be?
I think what I want people to take away is that it's not just a business. For me, this was my dream come true. And in doing it, I'm helping others by way of my artists basically achieve the same exact dreams. I guide them. I work with them, even if it's not something I feel I can do right away. I still urge them to follow through and continue working on their projects. I will give them pointers and tips. So we're family. It's not just about business. So even when my customers come in, we're going to visit with you. You're going to know us when you leave, and you're going to want to come back and visit with us again.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to expand on something that you said, because I think that this is a tremendous resource.
Mm-hmm.
One of the reasons why I wanted to do this interview with you was the world is very busy, and a lot of times we don't have time, or we don't make time, or we say, gee, I really would like to stop in there, or wow, I wonder what's there. You, as you said, you are working with a large variety of local artists. So what I'm going to suggest is, not only does that create a real opportunity for people to see some diversity in products and talents, but it creates an opportunity for someone to come to you and say, hey, Crystal, we bought this house, and we're just not feeling the standard store vibe with our furniture, and we really want it to be warm and inviting, and we want families to gather, and we want our or they're looking for a unique piece to put in the house and maybe do a room behind, or maybe they're looking for a refurbished cupboard
to use as a pantry.
Yep,
exactly. I have conversations with my customers when they come in. They're greeted as soon as they walk through the door. We let them take a few minutes to kind of look around. I then will usually ask them, is there anything specific or special that you're looking for? Because when you look around in here, everything in here is special in some way. And I also let them know that if they're looking for something specific, normally what I'll do is I'll have them kind of explain to me what they see in their mind for their space. And while they're doing that, I am going through my mind of which artist best fits what they're describing. And then usually what I do is I actually get them in touch directly with that artist, so they can express what their project is, what kind of piece of art they want, how they want that piece of furniture. So that way, when they're done with that project and they take it to their new home or their business, that they are completely happy because it's exactly what they wanted.
Cool.
Yes.
Very cool. Well, I'm going to wrap this up because I want this to be something people watch, and not so long that they
click it off.
They're looking at me talking about my cupboard. But we will go through.
Please edit that laugh out.
We're staying. We're gonna. I'm gonna post the phone numbers. I'm gonna post the Facebook, all the information for contact. You're gonna see some of the different pieces of inventory that we haven't even touched on. We've not touched on apparel. We've not touched on. There's so many things here. But when you see this, click on it, like it, leave a review. Come to the store, come to the shop. call Crystal, make an appointment, figure out what it is you need, how she can help you, because that's really what this is about. This is a process. It's a not just you're welcome to come in and buy anything that you like. Sure, you will never say no to that. But there's so many other things here. But I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to come in and do this. It's one of the things that I love the most about being here. It's one of the things that I am constantly reminded every time someone is kind enough to give me their time, of just how cool this community is and how people really constantly reach out to support one another and help one another. And there is nothing more important in our fiber than our community and our local businesses. And so I appreciate you giving me the time to talk about it, because
Well,
it's
thank you
interesting.
for wanting to talk about it.
I do. All right, well, we're gonna wrap it up, and Crystal's gonna have some coffee because she hasn't had coffee. She did all of this coffee free
With no coffee.
no coffee. So we'll talk with you soon. Go on to Park Bench, click it, leave a review, come into the shop. We'll see y'all soon.